Caregiving is frequently described as one of life's most challenging experiences, demanding profound personal sacrifice and unwavering dedication. As caregivers constantly give of themselves while watching over someone they deeply love but cannot fully control, they face an invisible crisis that often goes unrecognized. This journey comes with a significant, yet frequently unseen toll on their own mental well-being. With 1 in 3.5 people serving as a caregiver, understanding these pervasive challenges is the crucial first step towards supporting those who tirelessly support others. The overwhelming nature of this role pushes many to a critical point where they question how they can possibly continue, reaching what experts describe as the brink of caregiver burnout. The weight of caregiving manifests in multiple ways, creating a perfect storm of stress, anxiety, and physical exhaustion. Many caregivers find themselves in a constant state of overwhelm, expressing feelings like, "I'm too stressed out, I'm overwhelmed, I can't keep things straight." This work is both physically and emotionally draining, leading to significant cognitive difficulties, including problems with thinking clearly and concentrating. Sleep deprivation becomes common, as caregivers lie awake consumed by worry, while their heads spin with what experts call metacognition, thinking about their thinking, planning about their planning, a cycle that just never stops. As their mental health declines, caregivers often become irritable, less patient, and less tolerant, struggling to maintain their best behavior under the relentless pressure of their responsibilities. The emotional landscape of caregiving is profound and multifaceted, involving what experts describe as a whole gamut of feelings that can be difficult to manage. Caregivers often experience grief, even if they don't consciously realize it, particularly when caring for someone with progressive conditions like Alzheimer's. Watching the disease take a loved one piece by piece is described as brutal, extending beyond grief for the care recipient to grieving for themselves and what they've lost: relationships, jobs, friends, and their previous life. Guilt permeates the caregiver experience, with feelings of not doing enough, guilt about wanting personal time or missing their old life. Alongside grief and guilt comes anger and resentment, emotions that feel taboo but are entirely normal. Perhaps most challenging is the deep lack of hope that sits on many caregivers' minds, a feeling that simply needs to be understood rather than fixed. The demands of caregiving can be so consuming that caregivers often lose sight of who they are, with their life as they knew it effectively stopping. All focus shifts to the loved one's needs, leaving little to no room for their own well-being or mental health. They may not realize they are grieving this loss of self as they become consumed by the role itself, which requires numerous minute tasks that must be done daily. Many caregivers find they legitimately can't carve out time for themselves, prioritizing their family first, sometimes at the expense of their own mental health. This loss of identity is compounded by feeling unheard and isolated, as friends, family, and even faith communities may not fully appreciate the challenges they face. The synergistic nature of the caregiver-care-recipient relationship means that a caregiver's mood directly impacts their loved one. When caregivers are irritable, care recipients often become anxious and cranky, while a caregiver in a good mood can foster positive interactions, laughter, and appreciation. Despite the widespread nature of these challenges, only a small percentage of caregivers actively seek help for their mental health struggles. Many are reluctant to admit they are overwhelmed, putting on a brave face and claiming they have everything under control even when struggling internally. They may fear that raising issues will affect their loved one's care or feel lost when provided with endless resource links that they're too stressed and tired to navigate. However, recognizing these signs and understanding that experiencing such feelings is normal is crucial. Mental health issues are not inevitable. There are concrete steps caregivers can take to support their well-being. From joining support groups that provide a family of understanding individuals to prioritizing self-care activities, whether running, walking, journaling, or simply taking 20 minutes a day for themselves. Seeking professional help through therapy or counseling is vital not just for the caregiver's mental health, but for the sustainability of their caregiving role. The key is generating awareness around these challenges so caregivers know there's a way forward and they don't have to stay stuck in isolation and overwhelmed.